morning and welcome back to my little garden. I have a couple of chores to do today. I think it's finally time to put my potatoes in their pots, and I also want to help prevent a slug issue from happening this year. But I'm also going to plant the herbs I've been attempting to grow for the last month or so. I mentioned last time that I didn't have as high of a germination rate for some of the plants that I grew. The herbs in particular did not do well because they were very old seeds. But I am happy with the lettuces and the kale. They've survived and they've thrived. I think it's about time to put them in the ground and hope for the best. I've been hardening them off for the last couple of days, and I haven't been doing anything too intense. There's a good chance I did not do enough for them, so we will see how many survive. The first day I put them out for a couple of hours in a shaded spot, and then later in the day I put them back outside for another couple of hours. The following day I put them outside for maybe 5 hours total. And then yesterday I had them out for almost the whole day, and I did have them out for the entire day today. First and foremost, let's get these potatoes in the ground. I was making pizza last night, and I was grating some mozzarella, and I was silly enough to cut myself. I don't think I need stitches. Maybe super glue would have been good. I still wanted to bleed a little bit this morning, so I still have a band-aid on it, and I'm going to put on a food-safe glove as well. This glove is just going to help prevent any extra dirt from getting into my cut, especially since it's not fully healed over or really scabbed over to the point that I'm comfortable with. And I love food safe gloves. I hate that they're single use. That is a huge downside, but I've worked about 7 years in the food industry and it's really handy to have these around. I'm okay with handling meat. Handling meat is okay. It's not that bad, but it's a game changer when you have gloves separating you from the flesh. It's also helpful to use gloves when handling something really aromatic or stinky, like onions. I don't like how the smell of onions will linger under my fingernails for days, and this really does stop that. So let's go ahead and get planting the potatoes. Got some big old buckets from last season. Let's talk quickly about my method here. In the past, I have attempted to grow potatoes, and they have always done poorly. And a classic Claire move, I think I just didn't put enough fertilizer on them at the right times of the growing season, so I'll be doing a lot better about that this year. I have attempted the method where you bury the potatoes and then every few weeks you raise up the soil level. You keep adding more soil until it reaches the top of your container, and then allowing the potatoes to fully grow out at that point. In theory, it works really well. I'm sure it could work well if I tried it, but I had such bad luck last year that I'm not going to do it this year. I would say it's still worth a shot, but I just need to win. I need a gardening win. So I'm going to get one and hopefully play a little bit safer than using that technique. I'm using old soil from last year. I think this pot is probably, this pot is on 4, I think. I'm gonna do a layer of this old soil. I'm going to put on some leftover steer manure from last year. It's sterilized in the back, don't worry, it's okay. And then kind of go from there. And yes, I'm just winging it right now. And I'm just going to add a little bit of water to this so that there's a little bit more moisture as I plant the potato. I'm going to go ahead and plant the purple majesties in this pot. Now I have this other pot I'll be planting the New Orleans in. 1/2 chitted, oh my gosh. I wish there was a better word. One side did a lot better than the other one when it came to sprouting. I'm okay with this. We'll see how this one does. So when you plant potatoes, you want to make sure you have the sprout side up. All of these little pokey bits will become leaves eventually. That's the part that will try to go up through the soil to then become leaves. And now for more soil. I had peppers in here, this pot last year, hoping that it'll do okay. It's amazing how the bottom half is extremely moist still, but the top half is super dry. I'm not done with this yet. Kevin from Epic Gardening advises that you can actually plant a crop such as lettuce in the same pot as a potato crop, and then as the potato crop slowly tries to breach the surface, your lettuce crop can grow and be harvested at about the right time for the potatoes to break through. I'm going to try that this year. And I know I just said that I wasn't going to take a risk, but I think this will be worthwhile considering how small my garden is, and it's all in containers anyways. I really do want to make sure I can get the maximum out of this if possible. Lettuce plants growing in this clump, so I'm going to carefully try to break them apart. I'm trying to gently tease out the roots. Always the most stressful bit. Okay. With luck, these lettuces will do fine just here for the next month and a half. And then here, the potatoes should emerge. And now I'm going to do the same thing with this other pot. Like with the other potatoes, one half did really well, the other half not so much. But I'm going for it. Ta-da! So my lettuces are planted, and my spinach, and there should be plenty of room for the potatoes to pop up and start growing as well. I would plant my Mizuna in this little pot. I had to switch out a battery, but I am back now. All I have left is to transplant the last of the cilantro. Years, slugs have crawled into my pots and have munched on my little plants, and I want to prevent that from happening this year. I haven't noticed any slug damage yet, but I want to be really proactive in preventing that if possible. I found online that one helpful solution is to use old coffee grounds in your containers to help prevent slugs from being attracted to the greens. Slugs don't like coffee, I guess. For the last couple of weeks, I've been saving my coffee grounds. I'm kind of shocked by how much I've been able to save. Totally don't have a coffee problem. Totally don't. So I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle these on my plants. And I think that's going to be it from me and my garden today. Thank you so much for watching. I super appreciate all of you. I have so much fun making these videos. I've been wanting to record myself planting an entire season for a very long time, and I'm just so happy that I'm taking the time to sit down and actually do it. If you'd like to see this garden flourish, or fail horribly, make sure you subscribe so you can see the next installment. And if you enjoyed this, just this good, wholesome potato planting party, go ahead and click that like button. I will see you next time.